First of all, really, really proud of this program accomplishing a milestone tonight with our 800th career, our 800th program victory. There's not very many programs in the country that can say that, and that's a tribute to all of the great players that have come here before us that have laid this tradition, this passion for us. So congratulations to them. I'd like to thank our student body. We can't do it without them. And we talk about making Neyland a home field advantage, over 10,000 of our students here. And I greatly appreciate them, and we're going to need them even more as we continue to move on. 10 true freshmen played tonight, 8 redshirt freshmen, so a total of 18 freshmen played. 22 made their debut. The big thing was I wanted a clean game. I didn't want to have 10 men on the field, have to call unnecessary timeouts. I thought our special teams did a great job in terms of getting the right people on the field. Second half, we have to do better. Even though we made some changes, the standard and the expectation does not change. And I talk to our players all the time about consistency and performance. And this is just one game. We have a lot of work to do. We have an extremely, extremely, extremely talented football team coming in here next Saturday. And so we have to continue to get better, and we have to roll our sleeves up and come to work tomorrow. But very proud of these guys. I thought we came out. I thought we had a collective energy about ourselves. We generated some turnovers early. I thought that really switched the momentum, and really, once we gained the momentum, we never relinquished the momentum. And I thought that was big as well. So I'll answer any questions you may have.
For you, talk about getting that first one under your belt, number one. Number two, you talked about the unknowns going into this game. What did you discover there?
Well, I thought our sideline did a great job of handling all the many substitutions and all that. I'm just proud of our players. They worked exceptionally hard, and we have a long ways to go. We have a lot of work to do. But, for me, the greatest sense or peace of mind I have is how proud they were to show me the ball walk, how proud they were to run through the tee. And you could see that pride of who we are coming out. And that's what we have here. And that's what we're building with this football team. I see them continue to grow closer and closer. And also, though, their standard of accountability and their expectations are growing. And we need that as we continue to progress because, as you know, we're going to be challenged.
Clean game, no penalties.
Well, we talk about in the plan to win, and in that plan to win is disciplined football. And we can't be a team that has untimely penalties. And I thought our players did a great job. Now as we continue to progress, we're going to be challenged even that much more. We had a turnover. We can't turn the football over. I thought our defense did a good job again early with Daniel Hood, and then Malik Foreman made a great play in a football.
Can you recall a game at Central or Cincinnati where you didn't have a penalty game, much less an opener?
I don't, and especially in the opening game of the year. Our coaches do a great job, but our players, they did a great job in terms of that.
Can you build on that? You talked about playing so many young guys. Is that putting an even finer point on being mistake-free for the penalty?
Well, it is, and everything is a learning experience, especially with the younger players. And I'm going to tell you, that preseason practice that we did and 39,000 people showed up, we benefited from that tonight. You could see the benefits of that, especially with our younger players. And I thought that was a benefit to this football team in developing our younger players.
I know you've been doing this a long time, Coach, but were you nervous at all tonight before kickoff or getting the game going?
I wasn't. I thought we had our best 2 practices of the year, Wednesday and Thursday. I thought our players were locked in. Tuesday was average, and we really challenged them. And then Wednesday and Thursday, I thought our preparation was outstanding. And you win the game in your preparation throughout the course of the week. And so I knew that we had done all that we could do. We had exposed them to just about every situation. I was more concerned that we had over-prepared them. And but I could tell at the walkthrough this morning that they had that look in their eye and they were ready.
The thirst of the fan base to cheer on a winner. How relieved are you to have put one game on tape or film, however you say it, and to know it was a pretty nice effort?
Well, you're going to get to know me. I'm already thinking about Western Kentucky. So, we'll enjoy this one tonight, but, the more you win, the more that's at stake. And we're going to be challenged with a really good football team coming in here. And so we're going to enjoy it, but we do have a lot of work to do. Again, I didn't like our consistency and performance with our second and thirds in the second half. We have to finish drives. We can't give up big plays. So there's a lot to work on.
What were your emotions going through the ball walk and later the running through the field?
Our fans are outstanding. And that ball walk was incredible. And again, that's a difference maker. If you're a student athlete, where else would you want to play football but the University of Tennessee? To represent this great state, the passion, the opportunity to play in front of the best fan base in the country. And we're going to get it. We're going to get it right. It's going to take some work. But this is truly a special place.
With the confidence that you had tonight, how do you evaluate areas like the secondary and some other things that you've been concerned about going to see?
Well, that's going to be an ongoing process, and you're right. I believe, there's some individuals, they only had 29 reps tonight. But also, I think we needed that. We needed to work on some depth. We needed to get some younger players some valuable repetitions. Now we'll go back and we'll be able to really coach, correct and critique and really work on getting better. Still have a long ways to go on special teams. I still wasn't particularly just think we got a lot of work to do. We have to improve our team speed, especially on teams. I thought that's shown. We gave up a couple big returns. We can't do that. So we have a lot of work to do with our special teams because, again, as the season goes on, we're going to be challenged each and every week.
Butch, did you already manage the offense the way that you need, not from a statistical standpoint, but just the tempo? And then did you anticipate playing more than two quarterbacks tonight?
No, we went in playing two quarterbacks. I thought Justin managed the game outstanding. He hit a couple hot throws when he was hot. I thought he had great command. I thought he had great poise. And I told him, you can't be emotional. You have to be the coach. It's like a surgeon. You have to be poised and disciplined, and I thought he was.
Coach Hope, going into the season, you said some of those true freshman corners were, they made some mistakes here and there, but they competed. They were tough kids, had some backbone. Was that pick from Foreman maybe an example of that? Because they picked on him a few times early in the game, and he didn't really keep his head down.
They're very, very young, inexperienced, but very talented. They're extremely competitive. They have great competitive character. And I think that showed in Malik tonight. And again, as we move forward, we're going to be tested even more. And will there be growing pains? Absolutely. But I thought today was a good fundamental start for our entire team.
With this defense as a whole, did you think coming into this weekend they were playing confident, they were confident in themselves?
Yes. They've worked exceptionally hard. And my biggest thing to them is how are we going to handle adversity? How are we going to handle when we give up a big play, which I thought we responded. We got off the field, they missed a field goal. But what's going to happen? How are we going to respond when we give up a touchdown? And that's the mark of great defenses is they forget easily and they move on. And we have a thing in our program called snap and clear. You got to play the snap and then clear it from your mind and play the next. And we'll continue to harp on that.
You talk about passion and effort a lot and not being emotional. They seem to be really pumped up. Were they kind of where you wanted them to be in terms of kind of in the middle of that?
Yeah, they were. And that's what we expect from our football team week in and week out. And I told them no longer will we hear the terms flat, lethargic in our football program. You work exceptionally hard. You lift all the weights. You do all the 6 a.m. standard periods. You're up here all summer. All that is a means to being able to play football. And you get 12 opportunities working to get 13 and 14. And so take advantage of it, and this is one opportunity. Now we're on to the next. But you need to enjoy that, and especially when you play at home, to play in this fan base and this student body, it's special.
Which you guys took that deep shot to Marquez, and then I think a couple of sessions later tried to throw a couple quick short ones. Was that to get his confidence back? How do you think he handled everything in his first game?
Well, I'll know a little bit more when I watch the film, but I thought he played hard. We expect and demand a lot from our receivers, not just from the terms of receptions, but also blocking. but I thought he did some good things and a lot of good things to build upon.
What do you think about the timing overall of the first team kind of passing game? It looked like the numbers were pretty good, but maybe a couple of throws were a little later, a little off.
I thought we were efficient, but again, you know, as the competition continues to grow, we have to be able to make the routine throws. And there was a couple, I know Justin, statistically, you know, 11 out of 13, and he'd probably like to have the 2 throws back, you know, one of them in the red zone. But again, great teaching point. The thing I liked with the throw game, though, is we were efficient.
Was your tempo where you wanted it tonight?
Still need to work on that. You know, I thought in times we played relatively fast, and then other times we slowed down. Now, we're not in an up-tempo all the time. You know, we have 4 different tempos, you know, so we change it up and all that, but I'd still like to get a little bit faster.
Butch, 6 of 6 in the red zone, how important is that? How much, I know you've stressed that to the team a lot in practice lately.
Well, that's part of the plan to win. You have to win the red zone. You know, defensively, you have to force your opponents to kick field goals, and offensively, you need to score touchdowns. And I thought we did an outstanding job. And, you know, everything is, you know, becomes larger in the red zone, you know, because everything is rhythm, spacing, timing. You know, the depths, everything shrinks. So your windows become that much smaller. So your routes have to be perfect. You have to be able to protect the quarterback. You can't have tip footballs. You know, so there's so much that goes into executing in the red zone.
Coach, you had a pretty lengthy discussion with Kirby Cannon on the handshake. Any sort of words of condolences?
We're going through a lot of the same things. You know, he's building his program. We're building our football program. And I have a lot of respect for him. Their athletic director, Derek Vandermeer, is instrumental in me becoming the head football coach at Central Michigan. He's a great friend, and I appreciate everything he's done for me. And they're going to do a good job there. And so I just have a lot of respect for what they're building there.
Which one did y'all decide that Kirkland wasn't going to be able to play? Do you have any concept yet as to his availability next week?
You know, we made that decision on Friday, and we'll know it'll be an ongoing process. Is he better right now than he was last week at this time? Absolutely. He's getting real close.
Any new injuries tonight?
No.
Okay, thanks, guys, very
All
much.
right, thank you.